Hey guys, and welcome to Arboleas on this absolutely glorious March afternoon, getting bathed in sunshine. Now I've come up to do a much needed reshoot of a very popular property, Villa or Casa Avalon, which is in the Los Carrascos community of Arboleas, so a very short hop to Arboleas centre and within easy walking distance of two very popular bar restaurants. Now the reason for the reshoot is that when we listed the property, it was in absolutely pristine condition, but sadly it's now been unoccupied for a very long period of time and has fallen into kind of a little bit of disrepair, as you can see. So I wanted to replace the video that we had to show you current condition, but I also wanted to point out the huge positives. Now this is a very, very rare property for a number of reasons. Three key ones: it's got that much sought after Rambla front setting, so the views are absolutely spectacular. Sun comes up to my right here and goes straight over to my left, so bathed in sunshine for the entire day, this huge part of the garden, pool, terrace, etc. Number two, it's very difficult for those of you who know this sought after community, to get gardens that are above 600 meters. Well, this is just shy of 1,000. And the third reason, very rare, is it's a 3-bedroom 2-bathroom property, but one of those bedrooms is in a totally self-contained, I suppose, apartment with its own kitchen, bathroom and large bed sitting room. So fantastic if you've got guests over and family and stuff like that. They've got their own self-contained living area, which again is, you know, it's achievable here, but it's not commonplace. And just check out these absolutely spectacular views. Now the property has also got 2 double access gates. This is the one in the back garden, and this is designed essentially for motorhome access, and you can see there's an actual concrete port, if you like, which is again designed deliberately to leave a motorhome on, but that would make a perfect base as well if you wanted to add a summer kitchen or a wonderful bar. Now a little pan around from this side, and hopefully this will give you some idea of the scale of the garden. And bearing in mind this is the back garden, there's a part out the frontage where you've got another access gate and a parking area with covered carport. And if you think the views are spectacular today, when the trees are locked down to their normal height and what they should be, then they're even better. And you've got this lovely large garden area that leads onto this, it was added around 4 years ago, but this expansive kind of pressed concrete terrace that encases the whole of the swimming pool and gives ample area and space, you know, for sunbathing, relaxation, whatever you want to do. Now that's the villa. In the background you've got a large covered porch kind of awning that runs off of the living room and a hallway, and the window you can see at the front there is coming off the lounge, and that's in the main property. You can see that wonderful palm tree in the distance. Well, the guest apartment is nestled very discreetly behind that, but in very close proximity to the main house. And then you can see a lovely corridor with more established palms running along the left hand side. And that corridor leads up to a temporary store, a shed, an independent one, and then also a wonderful block built casita, more storage. And then there's a lockable gate on both left and right of the property that leads out into the car parking area. Now you can just see a doorway nestled in there on the right hand side that leads into a utility, and that's directly off of the kitchen, just to give you some idea, but you'll pick that up easier when we're on the interior. Now, you know, I've seen lots of properties like this and I'm not remotely fazed. The remedial work that's required may look extensive, but it's really not, and it wouldn't be too expensive either. I mean, I can fully appreciate that. Well, the pool was refurbished just before we listed it, and it was absolutely crystal. We got lots of stock pictures on folder of what it was like then. Well, obviously it's now been drained and it's left like this, so it doesn't look inviting, I appreciate, but very simple fix to get that up to crystal. And then just check out the views that you'll have from your lovely pool. There's a beautiful villa just to the left of you, but it was agreed that the walls dividing both properties would be heightened for the whole length of the garden, and that gives very increased privacy, so you're totally private here, not overlooked, which again is a nice added bonus. So running along this side of the property, those double doors there lead straight into the lounge sitting room, and then there's another doorway that connects into a hallway, and both of them of course afford access to this wonderful covered porch awning. And in the original photos there was a lovely patio set out here, positioned just so that you can enjoy the stunning views in the shade. I don't know if you can detect it, I've just walked in now and it's totally shaded out there. I'm bathed in sunshine. Love this palm tree, and underneath that there was a little water feature. It's still there, you can see it, but it's not running at the moment. And the building you see there at the end is the wonderful self-contained apartment. So you can see it's literally just over touching distance from the main villa. And like the pool, whilst the garden might appear to be daunting, you've got a lot of kind of established fruit trees and shrubs, and really it's just a kind of clean up and a prune back, and then they'll be fairly easy to maintain and just look wonderful. So coming out to the property frontage now, you've got the second set of double gates I mentioned at the beginning, off of a driveway, just in the, well, it's not even 1 minute walk. You've got the fantastic place to be, Los Carrascos, so that's the closest bar. But the new Trinidad as well is just a 10-12 minute walk. This leads into this handy covered carport, and then you can see there's a lockable privacy gate, and that's the back of the block built casita. Just a quick peek from this from the other side because it's great to see. This gives you some idea of the size of the apartment. Well, that wall there is literally just a bed sitting room, and then in front of that it leads down to this property's second kitchen, and you can see another privacy lockable gate on this side that go through that and takes us into the wonderful back garden. So let's go and take a look now on the interior. So front door access on this side, and then you saw on the other side back door access that leads into a kitchen and utility. And as mentioned again in the movie, we've kind of got loads of stock pictures because this was all fully furnished and looked absolutely beautiful. And kind of once the furniture's stripped out of houses, often they kind of lose a little bit of soul, I suppose, and don't look anywhere near as attractive. So we'll just have to bear with that. But hallway access, internal doorway, always left open, and that leads into this very good sized lounge area. Double doors there going out to the porch. You can see central mounted feature wood burner. And I've not opened all the shutters up because it would make it too bright to film in here at this time of day. But ceiling fan and air conditioning. And then this kind of is totally open to the kitchen, which I appreciate is not the biggest, but you've got an additional utility area off there to the right with a cloakroom, a WC and a hand basin in it. And don't forget, you've got a full second kitchen in the apartment as well. So this is the utility, door access out to where all the storage sheds and everything are, and just off of the carport. So you can see out here, fridge, freezer and a washing machine housed nicely out here, and another, you know, you can shut this door so noisy appliances closed off, and that door access there goes in the little cloakroom. It's too snug in there for me to go and film, and it's literally, as I say, a WC and a hand basin. Just a little pan round from this side just so you can get a better feel for layout. And really, you know, all that's required, you might want to replace the air conditioning units because they'll be very old, but really it's a freshen up and a repaint that's all that's required in here. And I think that can be applied to the rest of the property, although in some of the rooms there are some additional modifications needed to kind of bring it up to top spec. And then this lovely hallway area. Right at the end of that you've got the 2 double bedrooms. This door here on the left just opens to a linen cupboard, which is all wrapped out. And then the door that we came in from. So 2 side-by-side double bedrooms. I'll do this one first. Good sized room. The same character wood windows kind of run through the property, but they all look in relatively good condition. Good sized bank of fitted wardrobes in here. And then off to the right of that, you've got the bathroom in the main part of the villa, which is a full bath. Overhead shower, WC. Now the owners of the property built in all this kind of cupboard space in here because, as you see on lots of the Spanish properties, old or new, they're inherently bad for providing storage space, and they wanted storage space in the bathroom. And then, as well as the bath, you've got this fantastic shower tucked in around the corner. But these cupboards can easily be removed, you know, it's just a personal preference really. And this would be a huge bathroom. Now in this bedroom the shutter's broken, so I can't pull up the shutter and make it more light, but it's exactly identical to the one you went in first of all. Air conditioning unit tucked up in the corner. Another very generous bank of fitted wardrobes, this one with a central dressing table. Now there has been a little bit of kind of damage in here, that some of the coving has fallen out and off the floor, so that will need to be replaced, but again, an inexpensive and quick fix. So that's the main villa. Now let's go and take a look at the apartment. And I appreciate that from afar it's very difficult to kind of maybe ascertain the value of your residence being split to provide self-contained living, but those of us who live here and have experienced kind of the influx of family and holiday makers and everything will fully appreciate the value of them being able to have increased privacy, their own living space, and not disturb your beauty sleep at the same time. So you enter through this wonderful wood character door into the villa's second kitchen. You know, it's not, we know it's not uber modern or anything like that, but there's all the appliances in here, and absolutely perfect if you're spending 2 weeks on a vacation. You've got a fridge, washing machine, cooker, the works, sink and everything. And then a few steps up leads you into a very good sized bed sitting room. Lovely vaulted ceilings. And you know, looking around in here, this could look absolutely amazing, and the work required is really cosmetic. And just as I'm filming this, I'm thinking, yeah, this is absolutely great for family and guests, but also you could kind of, if you wanted to, do a little B&B, I'm sure. You know, a little guest casita for people coming over to look for houses. And then, as you can see, this has got the property's second bathroom, so it's a WC, hand basin, and in the corner shower. So there you have it. the absolutely super duper Casa Villa Avalon. And as mentioned, stock photos of when it was all in kind of very nice condition, everything are all available on request. Just send us a mail if you like those. Full details will appear in the link below, and if you've got any further information required, just drop us a line, or you'd like to do a viewing, just drop us a line. Calida Homes, hotmail.com. Give us a call, +34 950 430 763. Thanks for tuning in, and so sorry it's taken so long to do a reshoot, but we's busy.